civilians, it's me, Pawn Ranger. In lieu of making proper vlogs, because I'm very bad at filming at venues, my plan is to make some video diaries for different tour dates that I have on my tour. So with these videos, I'm just gonna turn on a camera and speak off the cuff a little about my experience on the tour dates. I don't really like have a script for this. I just have like a set of notes to keep me on topic. Um, there won't be anything super crazy on screen or any editing. So I encourage you to have this on in the background while you do stuff, sort of like a podcast. Um, I want to set a baseline for like this video series. So first question is, why'd you go on a tour? And the short answer is because I want to, and the long answer is I've wanted to do a tour since I debuted back in 2021. So, like, it's something I've been planning since last year to actually do. And the second thing is, how did you get the capital to go on this tour? And I want to be very transparent and say half of it is stuff I saved up, and the other half of it is someone in my family passed away and wanted me to travel and left me money to travel. So I would say that like uh, I just fell into a situation that caused me to like just get a jump on doing this. Since last year, I've been like, with my health scare and stuff, I've been kind of like carpe diem-ing it up. So if I want to do something, like, I start making the moves to do it because I don't want to regret not doing it. Um, but I think at the end of the tour, I'm gonna make like a big like, how did I do the logistics for this tour? Because like there's been quite a bit of logistical planning aside from like the capital aspect of it. So like I'm still budgeting. It's not like I have an unlimited budget for the thing. So it's like planning, um like a lot of me like doing stuff on tour has been a lot of making good on connections that I've made within the idol community. So I've met a lot of people in the short 2 years that I've been doing this, and a lot of those people are people that are in my local area or used to live in my local area, or people that like I helped out in a professional sense in one way or another. So um a lot of the tour dates that I got were like, hey, Pawn Ranger, my friend, I run X thing. Would you like to add it to your tour dates? So it's like, I wouldn't say that is like a type of thing that like just anyone can do out of the gate, but it is a culmination of like all of the skills that I've learned about like pacing myself, and I'm also learning a lot about myself on the tour. So I'm quite excited to see where this thing takes me. And I'll have this cool record of a video diary to do it. So treat this as if you would a podcast. So to get right into it, the first tour date that just passed me by a month ago was Puchicon 2023 on May 13th to the 14th. So Puchicon is a convention that I have some history with. In 2021, they ran like applications for like a one-time maid cafe for Puchicon AC 2021. And I think at the time it was called Moe Maho Maid Cafe. And I just decided to go out for it on a whim, and I got in, and it was the first time that I had ever performed live in some capacity, as like as in like an idol type performance. Um, and like afterwards, like Moe Maho Maid Cafe decided to continue under the name Milk Pink Maid Cafe, and uh it was a fun experience, and I like doing it. And the reason why I chose Puchicon AC 2023 is because of sentimental reasons. So like, while I was planning stuff, the first tour day was actually supposed to be like animazement. And then for some reason there was some issues with getting like an Idol Fest off of the ground. I say Idol Fest. Is Idol Fest trademarked yet by uh the Idol Fest Foundation? Who knows? So there were some issues with like getting like some sort of idol showcase off the ground at Animazement, and that would have fallen directly on my anniversary. And I was like, what am I gonna do? Because then I have like this gap in stuff, because I had like Delta HCon in the works, and then like I had Ranger Stop and Pop confirmed until like I had to cancel it after Puchicon. So I was like, where do I go? And then I saw that Puchicon AC was looking for some musical guests and performers, and I was like, you know what? I know that guy professionally that runs it. Let me see if I can get into there, and I did. So at the actual venue, it was at Bally's in Atlantic City. I live a reasonable car ride from there, and for some reason, in my brain, I was like, it's gonna be like last time, because at Puchicon AC 2021, they had it at the Showboat, which is kind of like a family-oriented hotel. Puchicon is like a family-oriented con. There's like a lot of people with like kids. There's a lot of people with kids there. So like, you know, I figured it would be kind of like the same experience. And then I walked in on Friday to pick up my badge, only to find out that there was like smoking allowed in the venue. In New Jersey, in most like public spaces like hotels and like restaurants and stuff, like smoking is not allowed indoors. And if there is like a designated smoking places, they're like outside. And on Bally's website, they were like, oh, there's designated smoking places. But the thing is that I figured like, oh, okay, Puchicon will book out a venue that's like the venue that they had before. There's like, it's not good to expose kids to secondhand smoke. So therefore, it will be there will be no smoking indoors. But there was. I believe people were allowed to smoke on the casino floor that was underneath us, like the floor below. And then there was a designated smoking room on the floor that like Puchicon had booked out. And the unfortunate thing about that is that I am allergic to cigarette smoke. It makes all my like respiratory issues flare up. It like kicks my immune system into like hyper overdrive, like just allergies, hives, makes my skin and stuff flare up. It's like as if you like just shoved my face into like a bunch of pollen, like face puff up, hands puff up, like crazy. So I picked up my stuff on Friday, left immediately after picking up my stuff and checking out my room, and I was like, oh my god, I have to perform on Sunday. That's no shade towards the convention though, because it's like, I get it, you need to book conventions where you book conventions, but like, I was like, oh no. And like, I ended up going again on Saturday to see some friends who were in town, and we spent a little bit of time there. It wasn't as bad because I was like claritined up. So the performance day came, and I think I did all right considering the circumstances. The day before, I was like, all right, here's the game plan. Inhaler, check. Washcloth to like wipe my face in the bathroom, check. Nasal spray, check. Claritin before the show, check. And even then it was like, a little rough because I got on stage, I got through my first song, I breathed in, and all I heard was just coming from my lungs. Oh, drop that. But I made it through. I want to thank everyone that came. My co-producer came. My friend Ashes came, and the leader of Yabai, my homie Cure, and one of their friends came. And then towards the end of my set, we had like some people come in that were like just checking stuff out, and they were vibing and they were dancing and waving, like, I guess like the glow sticks that they got as a prize from another panel beforehand. And everyone seemed to have a good time. So you know what? I had a good time. So, what have I been doing after Puchicon? I ended up canceling my date at Ranger Stop and Pop for personal reasons. It was only a personality table, so there was no performance. If you're a patron on my Patreon, you already know what's happened with that. I'm sorry. But the other side of that is that I have surpassed the 5 confirmed dates that I wanted to have as a goal in my announcement video. So I will be going to Delta HCon at the end of the month. I'll be going to MetroCon and doing MetroFest there. I will be at Techo and Otakon, and then a secret 5th thing that that I'm not allowed to talk about yet until I get the okay from the organizers. On one hand, that's fucking amazing. On the other hand, I'm working all of July. That's kind of insane to think about. I'm currently packing the first wave of orders for my pre-order merchandise, if you can see it behind me. If you ordered before May 31st or on May 31st, you're part of the first wave of pre-orders that are going out, and you will get those shortly. I'm just waiting on some t-shirts and some stuff from Vogue Race to come in to finish packing all those. So hopefully they come in quickly so everyone can get their stuff quickly. And I advertised my Patreon for the first time on my Instagram. I hope that you'll consider donating. It's $1 a month for all of the cool rewards that you'll see on the website, and you'll see the names of people that have already donated and have become Patreon patrons. So as the month rapidly comes to a close, I've been preparing for Delta HCon. I will be performing at the Texas Idol Fest event there, and then I will be doing a secret other thing that I'm not allowed to tell you guys about until Martha gives me the okay. But I assure you that it will be a weekend full of Pawn Ranger in Texas. Hello everyone, this is Editing Pawn on a crappy mic because I'm currently on the road while editing this. I'm able to tell you guys now about the things that I'm teasing. So at Delta HCon, I will be performing as a guest maid with Kira Kira Entertainment's Hero and Villain Cafe that weekend. And then on Saturday of the convention, I will be performing in Texas Idol Fest's Be Your Own Hero Idol Showcase and participating in the merch table meet and greets afterwards. So I hope I will see you there if you're going to be in Houston. I've never been to Texas before. I'm really excited. If anyone from the Texas community wants to take me out to Buc-ee's or Waffle House, please take me. I'm also excited to meet members of the Texas Idol community in person. I'm kind of interested in like the regional differences of like communities, and I think it's really interesting to see how like other communities just sort of have like their local culture and vibe, and it's been really fun to see that, especially since I'm so heavily involved in my own back at home. And to end off this video, I'm gonna put a little thing that's what I learned about myself. from Puchicon and the stuff that I've been doing after Puchicon between tour dates. So I have learned that with all of the stuff that I've been doing, I've been feeling a lot of pressure to be perfect, or for my stuff to be perfect, to be in complete business mode, to bring my A game. I need to impress. I need to stand out. I need to, like, it needs to be perfect. It needs to wow. And I've been feeling a lot of pressure to wow. And in some ways, it's like, yes, that is true. You should do your best. You should do the best thing that you can. But the thing is that, like, there's another thing, because, like, I can do the best that I can, but, like, you know, they don't necessarily, like, it's not like necessarily it's gonna, like, wow people when they see it, you know? So that's a lot of pressure to know, like, what the audience is gonna think of when I actually get there. And I have learned that for all the pressure that I'm under, I need to do at least one fun thing. I need to be silly or I'll die. So I need to do something silly and fun and for myself while doing idol stuff. I've been trying to figure out what that one silly thing is. As of filming this, I've been trying to think if I want to do, like, a hallway thing at Anime Next, because it's literally right near, like, I know exactly where it is. It's not a bad drive. I used to go to school in the area, so, I know exactly where Anime Next is, and just a no pressure thing. I've been trying to figure out if I want to do something no pressure there. Maybe it'll be a tour date. No, it won't. I'm not gonna friggin' do that to myself. It's an unofficial stop. It's like when the train, like, stops at a station but doesn't actually let people get on or off. They just sit there for a second and then, like, go. There's probably a word for that. My train people, can you give me what that word actually is? All right. So I think that's it for this video diary for Puchicon. Expect the one for Delta HCon sometime next month. A lot of traveling means a lot of downtime, so I don't know what I'm gonna be, like, doing, because, like, a lot of my, like, Mondays and Thursdays are being, like, eaten up by flight. So I think in, like, the 3 days of rest time I have between, like, the dates for the last 3 weeks of July, I'm just gonna be eeping. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, video diary, podcasty thing. I hope that you got whatever you needed to do done and that you put on while watching this. I hope that if you can, you'll donate to my Patreon, and if not, that's cool. Just share this video with people. Tell your friends about the little guy that you like named Pond Ranger. So, alright, everyone. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。